Welcome back to Hathor's Performance. I think we're going to change up the channel a little bit. I've been trying to focus on single jobs, like single repairs or modifications, to try to reel y'all in and stuff like that. What I think we're going to go to is more of like a vlog style, where y'all are going to see what I do in a weekend. Be Friday night, Saturday and Sunday, filming, everything going on. I'm going to show y'all how my weekends look. So we'll just bounce around from different projects and stuff like that. I'll still do small, like regular videos on like if I change parts or whatever on how to do that. But in general, it's just going to be vlog style. So it's Saturday, afternoonish. We're getting into it this weekend. Starting with the Focus. We have an engine mount to do. And we're gonna install this gauge pillar pod. It's just gonna have fucking water temp when I get the sensor for the shit that I have in there for it. But it's gonna mainly get put up there for voltage, because with the subs in the back and everything like that, I feel like we might be losing battery voltage. Everything seems fine, it works good, but just want to keep an eye on it. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll start working and I'll check in with y'all. Also, I think I'm gonna start doing streaming on Twitch with video games if I have time. You know, I spend a lot of my time taking in customer stuff, working at the shop, and trying to go on bike rides. This thing's gonna get a service soon. That needs a service real bad. That's getting a new carb. That needs to run. So yeah, keep watching. Hit up throttle lag, baby. HP ride, get you 10% off? I don't know, 10% off. I remember. Use that, get you some merch. Dope shirts, really dope gloves. I love these gloves. I've had 2 pairs. Now I've got the white boys, white and black. This is the old set that I had. I really like these. I lost one of them though, so I'm gonna hit up, order another pair of those to have both. HP rides at throttleaddict.com. Link in description. So a brief few minutes later, we took this engine mount out, flipped it over, put it on the right way. So we had to take these 2 18s out, and these 3 15s, and then once it was out, that Allen key, and you know, blah blah blah. This is a Steeda engine mount. The reason we had to perform this task is the idiot, me, who was angry and having a bad day when he installed it upside down, like a year and a half ago. And I realized the other day when I was putting that AAM intake on after work one day, that's why there's no footage of it, because I just came out here and did it for my own funds. When I realized the motor was laying this way. All of this junk is from the liquid filled mount that blew up. That led to this. So yeah, this happened. I put it on upside down. It's been that way for like a year and a half. It worked. I'm an idiot. That's fine. Judge me in the comments. It helps the algorithm. Oh no, it's ugly again. Who am I kidding? This car is ugly as a "we need to talk" text. But it's coming along. We went ahead and took our A-pillar off. Got it in there with a new aftermarket attachment for it for the gauge pods. We're going to wire our 2 gauge pods together for power and ground. Get those wires sticking way out the bottom. Figure out what else we need to wire out of that thing. Get it all put together and get it in here. And then we'll probably move on to servicing a bike, so we can get these bikes put away and then run this to the parts store and pick up some of the things we need to finish this job up. Holla to Glow Shift. They're not sponsoring, but that's where I got it from. Got both gauges in. Now we're going to start on our wiring. We have our adult beverage for wiring. So let's pull out these instructions. Figure out what we will do. Yellow, constant power. Red, ignition switched. Orange, headlight switch. Black, ground. So we're not going to use the orange one, because I don't care if they dim. So let's see if yellow, constant power. Grids. Let's see if the switch power and the constant power are the same fucking thing. Yep. They're the same. So we're going to wire the grounds, the switch, and the constant together. That's what we'll do. So I'm going to start on that process. Alright, I'm going to try to show y'all how I solder these together. Do this. It's kind of a clusterfuck right now. And I'll kind of try to show y'all how I make it pretty-ish when it's done. And how I'm going to do this isn't exactly... I wouldn't say do exactly what I do. There's people that say the way that I do this is too rigid. It doesn't have enough flexibility in it. But I've never had one break. So I take my wires and I put them together. And I tie them like this. And then we're gonna set them so it'll kind of hold itself, or you get a friend to hold it, because that's the best, is to have friends while doing car shit, or get a friend that can solder. One of the two. And you get your solder, it's nice and piping hot. I don't even know if y'all can see. We're gonna go like this. Alright, so got the pillar pod all in. It's working. There's keys around here somewhere. Keys. We'll see if this will stay on long enough to show you what it looks like. Alright. So the weekend vlog idea went to shit. So now we're on Monday. We got a new beer. It's after work. We're gonna continue on. Filming got weird because I guess it was cold or whatever. The GoPro batteries were acting weird like always. I'm having terrible luck with these GoPro things. It's not going well for me. But you know, money's new welder. But gauges are in, and they work, other than this guy needs a temp sensor put in, which is what we're gonna do today. But first, we gotta figure out why, since I put my intake on, she just turns off whenever she's at operating temperature and at idle with the clutch in. So we're gonna mess with that first. Other than that, car's coming along, doing stuffs. We've gotta figure out why it does that thing. So we're gonna grab a scan tool, figure out, see if it's got any codes in it. It's an O2, so the codes aren't gonna be great, probably anyways, but we'll see if it stores anything other than like a P0128 or O2 sensor codes, because it doesn't have any O2 sensors in it because, well, your boy is lazy. And he put the exhaust in it because the old one leaked real bad. Took him a couple weeks to get the O2 sensors out of the other exhaust, the old exhaust, because again, like I said, lazy. And then he put them in the bottom drawer of his toolbox and kinda just didn't care that it was a thing anymore. So we're gonna try to see if we got anything new in here to be scanned that isn't explainable by stuff that we know. It's probably going to be a mass airflow sensor fault, assuming since I put new intake in, problem started. which doesn't make any sense because it had the factory intake with a shitty ass cone filter on it before. That's all that was on it. Yes, we have an 02 Z-Tech. Old soulless. Retrieve all memory codes. Continue. It's thinking. I also want to put that plate on with this plate cover because I ordered all of this shit that we just did from Throttle and, you know, AEM intake. And there's holes in the front bumper from when it used to have a plate on it. So, you know, I think it'll look better than just the empty holes in it. Do we have a vape? We have a vape in our pocket. Don't start smoking. You know, unless you want to. I don't give a shit. I'll check back in when we have codes. So we have O2 sensor, EGR, and some turn signal faults. So nothing of any good, of any help. The EGR has been deleted before we did all this by the previous owner, and then O2 sensors have been out forever, so that's not it. Let's run a key on, engine off self test. Cooling fan still works. That's good. Nothing new. All right. Let's go look at it. One, let's see if we did something stupid. And then we'll just look at everything and see what we got. And if we don't find any issues, we have no clue what it is, we're gonna be fucked. All right, so all I did right now is I went in and messed with pin fit on the mass airflow sensor. We're gonna hope that it's that and it's not a damaged wire somewhere in this fiddle fuck mess of repaired wires. Other than that, we're gonna move on. We're gonna pop this plug out. We're gonna install our new sensor stuff, but that's gonna happen after we organize all of this. And it looks like breaker blew for the garage kit. We'll be back. Alright, now that we got this shit half-ass organized, we're gonna go ahead and throw that sensor in, see if we can squeeze some wires in there and get that thing wired in so it'll start reading. And then we'll move on to, probably not that, because that's its own standalone video. That needs a carb. That's in that beautiful S&S box right there, so we might move on to that. The SV needs a service. That needs a clutch adjusted and a service real bad, to be honest. We're gonna do something because it's fucking spring and, well, things are the way that they are. We adjust the pin fit on the Focus. Maybe it'll fix it, maybe it won't. Who knows? See what up. Alright, we got the shit box running. It seems to be connected. We're gonna let her warm up, see how she does. Battery voltage is good. Coolant temps. Hopefully gonna do coolant. Oh, it came off 100. We're gonna do coolant temp things. looking pretty fucking good, man. So that's what we're doing. Next, we're gonna move on to carb install on an '89 Softail.